Hey, what's going on, guys? Stephen Davidson here, and today we're going to do a little something different today. As you all know, I took my stones to the belt sander to flatten them out, and they done an extremely good job of flattening them, but it did kind of leave gouge marks into the stones most part. I'll show you here in a minute. Let me get waddles and twaddles out of the way here. Okay. I've got my Dunkin' Donuts coffee original blend. Oh, good stuff. About 10:30 in the morning here as I record this. And we got some 320 wet dry sandpaper. My J-Nat. Now the gouges I was talking about are like right here at my thumbs. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. Some of the gouges I've got, I've already been at it for about a half hour, so let's get started. And the wonderful world of stones is you got to keep them flat and clean. If you don't keep them flat and clean, you can ruin your blades. The stone that come out of the smelling like a rose out of all this has been my ILR. Don't be kind to it, beat the living crap out of it. You have to put on some weight. Seriously, put your weight into it. What, the sandpaper, I bet it'd be really cool to make my own slurry stone using it. See the gouge right there? The hard part about this is that the Shubadani, which is what I've got now, the Shubadani Asueto Type 100, is a pill to flatten, and it takes a long, really long time. And when I do mean a really long time, I do mean a really long time. Like I said, I've done been at it for a half hour. Sometimes it could take a half hour and be done. Sometimes, depending on what stone it is, sometimes it could be done in 5 minutes. Sometimes it could be done in no time. But a lot of times with the stones that I deal with are in the stupid hard category. It could take anywhere from a half hour to an hour easy of flattening and cleaning and lapping. This is my Suhiro prep stone here. It does a fine job of cleaning the stones and getting them flat, and then I go over it again with a 320 grit 3M wet and dry sandpaper black. Good stuff. But that's what's involved. Now we do this. Rinse off the stone a bit. You also got to rinse off your stone a lot. So what do you know? Who won the pony? I got it. And I got it out. Figured that one out, huh? Now let's smooth the top out. like I said, 3M, 320 grit, black, wet dry sandpaper. Okay, try this puppy off. All right. Hope everybody's doing good this weekend. It's Saturday, September the I'm wanting to say 8th, something like that. Let's see. 10th is a Monday. Yeah. Today's September the 8th. Tuesday is a National Patriots Day, or the anniversary, the 17th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. So I'll probably do a tribute and put it in one of my shave videos there. So all right, keep it over here. But that's pretty much what I do here to keep my stones clean. I gotta keep them clean and flat. But there's how it turned out. All right, that was the Shupadani Asueto Type 100. My ILR, I took to the belt sander, and all I had to do was just rinse it. No gouges, no nothing. This thing is in the stupid hard category, so it come out pretty good. I didn't have to do much to it. I've also already done my Naniwa. My Naniwa Chasera 600 grit, got it real good. And also took the belt sander to one side for detail work. That's when I use small work and set bevels and have to do geometry creation. But yeah. And my Naniwa Snow White came out great. In fact, I was going to take the sandpaper to it next. So you'll know it's the original Snow White here. That old belt sander left a little bit right in here in the middle, and it still needs some work. So, but that's okay. I got the majority of it cleaned already, so I'm going to go ahead and do some sanding on it for a couple minutes. I've got my Suhiro Rika 5K and my Suhiro Rika, or Suhiro Sarah, excuse me, 1K in the sink soaking and rinsing. I've been at it. Them's been a little bit tough to deal with. While the rest of these, apart from my Shubadani, has been fairly easy. But this one here, does a real fine job at staying clean and flat. Mine was pretty flat when I got it. So, this one here's I put this one in a stupid hard category as well, because it takes a while to clean up and flatten. And You have to rinse it and dry it off, rinse it and dry it off too to see how well you're done, because sometimes the water can play a little trick on you while you're flattening and you think you got it flat when you don't. So you have to check, and recheck. That's what you got to do with these water stones. So new guys, don't be afraid to get some 3M 320 grit black, wet, or dry sandpaper. And do what I'm doing right here. Don't be afraid to do that. If somebody tells you, oh, you'll ruin the stone, tell them to shut up. That's some football wannabe that doesn't know their elbow from a hole in the ground and never really honed anything. So you got to do this. This is not an option. You have to do this. You have to keep your stones flat, and you have to keep them clean, because if you don't, any mixed slurry from any other blades or steels, or stones for that matter, can ruin your edges if you're not careful. That's why it's important to keep your stones clean. And if you don't keep them flat, you could ruin your blades. So you got to keep them flat. It's not optional. It's non-negotiable. You have to do it. That's just all there is to it. And I also tend to, I don't know if you noticed or not, but see right here, I also tend to round the corners off a little bit too. But that's my Naniwa Snow White egg cake here, dried off. See how I did. I would absolutely love it to get my hands on a sword polishing stone set for my razors. But Japan won't sell them to you for that. And they're pretty picky about who they sell sword polishing stones to. So if you want a real sharp razor, yeah, that'd be wishful thinking on my part. Alright, let's take a look here. What the? But that's the name of Snow White. But yeah, that came out good. Got all the empty gowns and scratch marks in it. So that's good to go on the Snow White. Let's see here. Here to dry. Alrighty. Here's my Naniwa 12K Superstone Nagura. It was alright. It didn't need much. So I'm going to go ahead and go at it. Another thing you can use new guys is these. That's an UltraSharp 2 diamond plate, 600 grit. And I need to get the lower grit, but this is a plate, steel plate that's been impregnated with diamonds. And it does a fine job at leveling and cleaning and flattening the stones. And you can also build a slurry with it too. So let me go ahead and clean it off a bit. You gotta take care of your tools and keep them clean. One thing I've learned throughout the years, if you take care of your stuff, it takes care of you. You know what I mean? If you don't take care of it, then you'll end up rebuying it and you'll never take care of it. You won't be able to rely on it. Almost non-existent, actually. So if you take care of your stuff, it'll take care of you. Let me put a little bit of... do a little deal with my Nagura. Round off the corners a little bit here. That's something else you can do. You don't necessarily have to do it, but it helps, because if you jam it or drop it or something and you got a rounded corner, it reduces the chances of you breaking your stones. Guilty. I've done that. That's why I had to cut down my Suhiro 1K, 3K combo stones. I didn't mess with it. Do this side here. Get there. A little bit more on this side. Alright. Rinse this plate up. Alright, now let's do this side. Alright, look at that. Beauteous. Yeah, you gotta keep your stones flat, ladies and gentlemen, or you'll ruin your blades. You gotta keep them clean, because if you get some grit from an unwanted stone on there, you can also ruin your blades that way. So it's very important to keep them flat, and it's very important to keep them clean. The purpose of this video is to show you how to do it. Now I know somebody's going to ask, so I'm going to go ahead and answer your question right now. What about this piece of crap? Don't bother. This thing right here is a Norton flattening stone. One of the absolute worst things you can buy on the face of this planet. I am serious. Number one, you got to flatten it before you get it. And number two, it does not do a very good job at all. Very grainy and gritty and nasty, and which can be a good thing if you're flattening stones, but it also leaves a lot of stuff and particles and things behind that even don't want to come off even under running water, you know, when you go to rinse your stones. So to me, this thing right here, don't waste your money on it. Now, what about Naniwa's version? Same thing, only worse. This one here, yeah, a little bit better than the Naniwa flattening stone. But to be honest, you're better off just using this, one of these, and this right here is the prep stone that comes with the Suhiro 1K Serax. These are your best three right here. This flattening stone, it ain't worth a flip. Alright? I'm telling you it's not. You can see by the ownership. See, look how uneven that is. Look at that. See what I mean? That's one of the worst things you could buy as a flattening stone. These three right here, in my humble opinion, from honing and flattening stones for the past 3 years, those are your best. Period. Hands down. Now, what kind of diamond plate you can get is really up to you. But I highly recommend, if you could swing it, the Atoma diamond plates. The Atoma diamond plates are awesome. They're the best in the business, but they are expensive. So if you're on a tight budget, that UltraSharp 2 I showed you earlier is a great alternative. I mean, it really is. Oh man, that came out great. Look at that. side. Now we're done with this one. Keep it right here. Dry this puppy off here. Okay, dry this here off for a minute. And there's what she looks like after I've cleaned it. Excuse me just a minute. It's still coffee 30 here in Southwest Virginia. Good stuff. But that's pretty much it for the Naniwa Superstone 12K Nagura. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Now let's work on this beast. This is Hero Serax 1K. This one's not too bad. The only reason this didn't take so long is because I gotta soak the freaking thing. Soak, and soak some more. Gouge wise, it wasn't too bad. I didn't have to do a whole lot, but it still took me a while because of the soak time. You also want to break off the corners here a bit. Break them up and smooth them down around them a bit too, because that helps. You can get the stone perfectly flat from here to here, and if these are not rounded, it could also cause you to have a warp or smile in the blade that you don't want, and it'll cave in and convex inwards. You don't want that, so you round off the top corners. And the reason I round the corners down is just in case I drop the stones or something. That too, that also helps quite a bit. But yeah. All right. Oh yeah. I've got some barbecue ribs thawing out in the fridge. Thawed out some hamburger yesterday, but wasn't feeling too good. Back was bothering me, so I didn't feel like eating, so I just had a few slices of bread for dinner last night and called it even. I just wasn't feeling good at all. Still haven't got this back problem fixed. I've got S1 herniated disc, L1, L2, L4, and L5 of my lumbar support. I had severe disc degeneration, disc space degeneration. That's bone on bone grinding in there. So me getting around, and especially after what they did to me at UVA, because they had to, due to cancer, my back gives me issues pretty bad. That was the diagnosis I got 7 years ago. Almost 8. So I still got to deal with the back issues, even though I've been released from UVA. Said, hey, look, we're going to put you on call, but we don't see the need of you coming back here because the x-rays have been the same for the last 3 or 4 years. And the chances of cancer coming back within 5 years, if it doesn't come back within 5 years, It put you this way. I was told that if cancer was to come back in 5 years, then I'd be having some issues again. But since it's been over 5 years and I've been getting checked out frequently, I got one more medical visit coming January. And they check my blood work and all that stuff. I don't know if they'll release me or not. I don't think they will. Okay. Let's rinse this down off real quick. See how we did. Oh, yeah. Getting there. Getting there. I think this right here will probably do it with this stone. Oh, yeah. Lovely Suhiro stones. Once you get them smoothed out. And once you get them clean and flat, they stay that way. And they're soakers, yes, but let me tell you, the edge results, the polish, the smoothness, the refinement that you get with these stones, nobody can touch these. Nobody. Point blank. Nobody can touch these. Oh, Shafton can't even. Shafton don't even come close. Now, I will tell you a secret here to the Suhiro stones, other than the fact that they soak. But once they soak and they're flat, they stay that way. You don't have to do much to them but clean them. However, if you want to go by micron systems, Suhiro stones have the exact same micron rating as Shafton. However, their grit rating is not the same. And I'll explain. One of my all-time favorite finishing stones my buddy Anthony Esposito started with was the Suhiro 20,000 grit stone. The micron rating for it is a 0.5 micron. According to Shafton's micron rating system, 0.5 microns is 30,000 grit. You see what I'm talking about now? The Suhiro 20K and the Shafton 30K stones have the exact same micron rating. Yet Suhiro has it rated at 20,000 grit, while Shafton has theirs rated at 30,000 grit, and yet both of them have the same micron rating. Get what I'm talking about now? You can't always go by micron or grit rating. The best advice I ever heard was given by Keith Johnson, and he said he goes by coarse, medium, fine, not that kind of deal. And he also said something about like bevel set, mid-range, finish, polish. That's usually what I go by. Bevel set, mid-range. Usually my mid-range starts from a 3K and goes up to about 5K. Finisher is 8K to a 12K or higher. Polish would be something like a Suhiro 20K or Shafton Glass 30K stone, something like that. In other words, you don't need much by the time you get to that stone. And if you use them in the progression, yeah, you don't really need to do much at that point. You gotta determine which edge you like. You like them stupid sharp or what? But let's see how we do. Dry the puppy off. piece of sandpaper still going. That's a good thing. I normally wear one out right about now. Oh, I blistered. That's another thing that I've noticed a lot. It's ever since they operated on me and done that pelvectomy on me where they took out half my pelvis, and I found out I could fart on command without any issues. And my brother will tell you, oh gosh, he don't care where he's at. If he's going to fart, he's going to fart. Hey, God gave me an exhaust and I use it. Oh yeah. Here's the gouge marks on the bottom of the stone. When I cleaned it off a bit, I shouldn't have done it because it took off some Japanese markings. But there's how it turned out on the top. Nice, huh? Okay, put this puppy up here. Dry off. I put a photo in the beginning there so you can see my drying rack. And this stand I usually use my Naniwa 600 on it. But the others where I switch them out so much, I use my Suhiro stands. Now the Suhira Rika 5K. See the gouge right there? Should have moved this one. Oh yeah. Yeah, this prep stone. You kind of use it like you would an eraser, only with pressure. In fact, that's kind of what it is. It's kind of like a stone eraser. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Better than it was, but it still needs some. I'll do some more circles with this. This is a real pain in the keister, I'm telling you. Turn the stone around a bit, try it that way too. But it has to be done because you don't want to ruin the edges. Oh yeah, getting there. Oh, 11:01. 1 o'clock in the morning. And here I am. Here's my picked up fat hack doing some stone flattening and cleaning. puppy off. I got most of them out. Let's see what the sandpaper will do. It's a little bit finer than that prep stone I was using. Or rougher, rather. This is a little bit rougher than the prep stone I was using. The prep stone that came with my Suhira Cerex 1K is actually a Suhira X 1K Nagura. So it's 1,000 grit. This is 320. So this is actually rougher in grit, in terms of grit strength and power, compared to that prep stone I was using. Oh yeah, getting there. Hot gel. All I have to do now is round the corners up top a little bit. The local high school football team destroyed another one last night, 51-0. So they're on a tear this year. Hopefully they'll win a state championship. Who knows? We'll find out soon. They usually do pretty good until they get to the playoffs, then they struggle. But last year, I think they went all the way to the final and dang near won it. But too many mistakes and a couple of the players got hurt, and that was all she wrote. See what we got here. Break this corner up a little bit. You know, a lot of the razor makers over in Germany, they tend to go with a convex edge. I don't know, a stone rather, to sharpen with. I don't know why. Because to me, if the stone's flat, it'll put a better edge. I think. That's my own personal opinion. Of course, I'm not a professional razor maker, nor would I claim to be. I wouldn't claim to be a master home either. I just enjoy this hobby. I don't claim to be the best at anything. I really don't. I mean, it serves no purpose. You know, just have fun. Do what I do. Enjoy the hobby and say screw it. Because if you get caught up in all this mess that's been going on TV or whatever, it'll drive you batty. And I think that ship's already sailed for the majority of America now, sadly. Get that corner down here at the bottom. Yeah, I'll probably have to turn my phone off and put my memory card in for this one too. For some reason, the device I got that you plug into the charger for memory cards does not work too well. Just one little corner here. Much better. I'll get this out over here a little bit, flatten it down a little bit, round it a little bit more. And that should be good for a while. Better. That one's easier than the rest of them. Get this 1/4 right here a little bit. Let's take a wrench and see what we have up here. Okay. Still got a little bit more to go right in here. And this right here should finish it off. Yeah, I'll put the link to the 320 grit Amazon sandpaper below. This seems to be the best if you want to clean and flatten your stones at the same time. Now, you can go rougher, but to be honest, I think you're better off using just 320, because my prep stone's 1K and it does real good and has no problem getting out any gouge marks or scratches. And get that one spot there. And this 320 grit sandpaper that I'm using, you've seen what it's doing. So it's doing a fine job at cleaning. So that's really all you need. Just get you a pack of this stuff right here. That's it. That's all you need right there. All right. Okay, let's rinse the stone off again. Turn the stone around and do some more. I'm not happy unless it's dead flat, and it ain't far from it. I don't have much left to go. Messy too. I'll show you here in a minute. I've got a towel on the floor. I've got this towel up here underneath the stand and it's soaked. And you ought to see, I'll tell you what, I'll show you here in a second. Rinse that off. Rinse this over here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Here, let me show you my sink. That's the water. In fact, Nasty, ain't it? Told you. This ain't no easy job or fun job or a clean one, that's for sure. When you get into honing, be prepared to make a mess and be prepared to clean up a mess, especially for those of you who have significant others. Ugly won't do it justice with them if you don't clean up your mess. Let's see, rinse this puppy off some more. Clean water. All right. Rinse off my stand real quick. Dry it off as much as I can. So far I've been lucky. It ain't rusted, but I do this too. I dry it off as much as I can when I can as well. And I leave a stone out of it. Don't ever leave a stone in this one. Dry if you can help it. Because if you leave it there to dry in the stone, you leave a stone in it to dry, you're going to have problems. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do to flatten and clean my stones. You know what? I need to do my prep stone, so let me go ahead and clean it too a little bit. It really needs it bad. Once again, like an eraser. Come out fairly clean. Close enough. That's all I want to get this one clean. But sweet. Done deal. Let's see here. Dry that puppy off. Dry the stand off again. Alright. Tell you what, let me just do this right here. Because it's pretty nasty. Alright, yeah. That's how soaked the towel is. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Do a little rinsing real quick here. Man, been a rough morning. towel up, it's soaked. Phew. So is this one in the floor. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. To flatten your stones and clean them. Just take your time. If you get a Suhiro prep stone, you get it good. If you really want to get them clean and flat and don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing it and do some details work, get you these. Get you this right here. This right here is pretty much all you need. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care and God bless.